Graduated from Rowan University in the spring of 2022 with a sports communication and media degree. I got to actually call minor league baseball and G League basketball games while I was in school. And then I graduated, and as soon as I graduated, I went to NFL Films in Mount Laurel, New Jersey. And as much as I loved that experience, I miss putting on the headsets. I decided, you know what, talk is cheap. I have a laptop that's in my house, and so 21 months later, here we are, still on YouTube, calling games and building an incredible, loving community on here with the people that I call my Philly freaks with a capital P and a capital H. We go live for every single Phillies, Sixers, and Eagles game, and we do it like old school radio play-by-play style. I'm Jason Joseph, and this is Play-by-Play with JJ.
I showed a swung on, barreled out to right field. Bye-bye baseball.
That baby is long gone.
What is going on, 76ers Nation? How we doing? My name is Jason Joseph. This is Play-by-Play with JJ. Hopefully you're all having yourselves a very fantastic night. Sixers are playing against the Utah Jazz tonight. The Jazz, they're missing their key guys, and so are the Philadelphia 76ers. So no Lauri Markkanen tonight for the Utah Jazz. They're also, of course, missing they're missing Jusuf Nurkic throughout the whole entire season. He's out for the season. The Sixers, of course, playing without VJ Edgecombe. Still no Kelly Oubre, still recovering from that sickness. Edgecombe did injure himself last night towards the end of the first half, and he is not available to play tonight. Not really a surprise about that. Joel Embiid is also still out for tonight's game, and there is no Paul George as well. For the Utah Jazz, they are missing Walker Kessler. He's out for the season. Lauri Markkanen is out still. And, of course, Jusuf Nurkic is out for them as well. Let's talk. Okay, so last night was terrible. Last night was absolutely horrendous, and I just don't really want to look back on that. I really don't. I want to move on to tonight's game. Okay, so both teams are obviously missing some of their key players. And if the Sixers are going to win this game against the Utah Jazz, obviously, this is the name of the game, but guys have to step up. You need the bench to do a really good job. Figuring out how to guard Ace Bailey is going to be a big thing as well. I don't know when the 76ers are going to decide to double team. When did they decide to do that? How do they plan on guarding him? Those are things that I'm going to be looking out for tonight. Tyrese Maxey, I feel like, needs to have a chip on his shoulder, too. I know that he was being guarded a lot of the time by Victor Wembanyama in last night's game, but you have to just imagine that he is really not happy with with how he did and how the rest of the team did in last night's game. So I would not be surprised if this guy goes off for 40, 45, maybe even 50 tonight for the 76ers. I'm going big, okay? I'm going big. I'm going strong, and that's what I'm going to say with Tyrese Maxey. You need him to carry the 76ers tonight, and it would just be very nice if he could get some contributions from a guy like Quentin Grimes. Maybe Jabari Walker decides to play tonight. Not saying that he didn't decide to play, but maybe Nick Nurse decides to play Jabari Walker more in tonight's game too, because they need more athletic forwards, and we saw that Nick Nurse didn't play Jabari Walker for the first 2.5 quarters, and then he finally decides to go with Jabari Walker, and then he puts up 20 points. A lot of them came up in garbage time, but he still gave it his all. He still was able to fight out there. Yes, so that is what I'm going to go with for tonight. A lot of things interesting to look forward to. And again, apologize that this is not up and running. Let's put this over here, and let's put... How about we put this thing over here? I thought that we had this up. Again, a little bit, I do apologize because after this stream is done, we have got to immediately get off because we have World Baseball Classic. We are doing the Chinese Taipei World Baseball Classic game tonight. So it's been a little bit stressful today. It really has, because now we're just getting really into the content of things. So, yes, we made the thumbnails. They're all good to go. That stuff all takes time. But, yes, I'm sorry if it looks like I'm a little bit disorganized. That's because we have a lot of stuff, and I am only one person. So, yeah. All right, so let's get on into the starting lineup for tonight's Philadelphia 76ers team once I get this up and in. Okay, so that is the first one. I think I have to change that. And then what about this guy? I got Chrome working for this and this. And then Microsoft Edge working for that. Okay. Nope. That's not what I wanted. What the heck? What? That's not right. This is odd. I can't figure out why this is not working. There we go. That looks better. Good, good, good. All right, let's say hi to everybody that is tuning on in over in chat. What's going on? What's up, Sixers Nation? We're here. We're here, man. We're here. All right, keys for tonight's 76ers game, comment down below. And also let me know, chat, who do you think is going to actually have a standout performance tonight besides Tyrese Maxey? Who is your other co-star for tonight's game? Is it Quentin Grimes? Is it Andre Drummond? Is it Adem Bona? I don't know. Is it maybe Jabari Walker, or is it Justin Edwards? Let me know what you guys have to say about that down below. So now we are ready to get on into the starting lineups for tonight's Sixers-Jazz matchup. Let's go. All right, so the starting lineup for the Utah Jazz, they got Keontae George at the 1, Elijah Harkless playing at the 2, Cody Williams is at the 3, Ace Bailey at the 4, and Kyle Filipowski is over at the 5. The Sixers, they got Maxey at the point, Quentin Grimes at the 2, Trendon Watford playing today at the 3, and then Dominic Barlow will be in the starting lineup. He is at the 4. And at the 5 is Adem Bona for tonight's 76ers game. Final score predictions as well. Please make sure that you guys comment what your final score predictions are down below. JBCSAJ, thank you so much for being on here, man. Yes. All right. Here's JJ. Love it. Love it, man. Down. All right. There we go. Good stuff. 7:30 p.m. Eastern Time. No Walker Kessler, no Vince Williams Jr., no Lauri Markkanen, and no Jusuf Nurkic. Also, Jaren Jackson Jr. forgot to mention that he is recovering from a knee injury, and he is out for the rest of the season. Sixers missing Paul George, Joel Embiid, VJ Edgecombe, and Kelly Oubre Jr. And so that is who is not playing in tonight's game. Don't be stressed, JJ. Don't be stressed, JJ. There's absolutely nothing we can do for you from here. Yeah, well, it's all good. It's all good. All right, so again, that's George, Harkless, Bailey, Williams, Filipowski, and then you got Maxey, Grimes, Watford, Barlow, and Bona in the starting five. Just a lot of stuff, man. And then plus we got to stream at 5 a.m. tomorrow. It's going to be crazy. Had to go out, had to get some stuff done, and I've been working nonstop today, literally nonstop. But we are ready to get underway, and this should be a fun matchup between the 76ers and the Utah Jazz. Here we go. So we have the Jazz players up here. We're going to make sure that we do this. Had to change the outlook of this because of what happened for the baseball game. And so tip-off is underway. And just like that, it'll be Philadelphia 76ers basketball. Let's go. There. All right. So here we go. Jazz have it. It's Ace Bailey who gets it over towards the near side. Bailey takes a catch-and-shoot three and can't get that one to fall. And chasing down the rebound, that will be Trendon Watford, who's going to catch his first board of the day. Sixers able to hit a three, and who do you know? It's Tyrese Maxey. Good shot by Tyrese, right off the dribble, and able to put the Sixers up already 3-0. George wants to get it at the top of the key, and he does. And he parts the Red Sea, drives it down across Broadway, and that'll make it 3-2. So he's able to get a little bit of separation. Barlow will now take it all the way over towards the cup. A tough finish. He got it, and he'll get an and-one opportunity. Barlow is going to be helped up by two of his teammates. Harkless does get called for the foul. It's an and-one opportunity for Dominic Barlow. Nice. All right, and then last but certainly not least, we'll go down here and do this. So Barlow at the foul line, looking for an and-one opportunity, and we'll see if he's going to be able to cash it on in or not. And he does, 6-2.
Excellent.
Good stuff from Dominic Barlow. Maybe he's the guy that's going to have a big game today. We don't know. We'll see. Here's an elbow jump shot. That one's up. Bingo. And that'll make it 6-4. Utah able to get themselves 2 points from that shot. And Sixers get it back. Watford driving it down the lane. Filipowski was there to try to get the rebound. And Watford gets fouled by Filipowski on the second try. Right before he went up for the shot, was trying to get the board there. Let's put this down here. Yeah, that looks a lot better. Good stuff. All right, here we go. Here's Grimes, who takes it right down the lane. Looks to hand it off to Adem Bona. That shot's no good by Philadelphia. Utah turns it over, though. The ball goes on out of bounds, and it'll be Sixers ball once again. So good job by the Philadelphia 76ers on the defensive side of the rock. We've played just 2 minutes in this first quarter so far. Sixers do have themselves a 6-4 lead. Keontae George with 4 points in this game. Sixers have it. It's Watford who gets the ball swatted away at the top of the perimeter. Dumps it back off to Dominic Barlow. 1 second left in the shot clock. Barlow's jump shot won't go. And Bona gets boxed out by Filipowski. And the Jazz, here they come on the other side. They have numbers. Bailey, near corner 3, no good. And Maxey had the rebound and corrals it for his second time today. Left Ace Bailey wide open, and Sixers able to get a rebound out of it. Maxey with a tough layup inside. No foul was called. And as Adembona tried to flush it on down, they're going to say that it won't count. And it'll be Jazz basketball. They called offensive basket interference. Can we sneak a win tonight, says JB? I hope so. 6-4 Philadelphia. 9:15 left to go here in quarter number 1. George again at the top of the key. He wants to dance. Now dumps it off to Ace Bailey. Bailey looks to go over to the cup. And the first shot is no good. And that's going to result in a turnover. Kyle Filipowski, away from the play, just sort of elbowed Adembona. And it'll be Philadelphia 76ers basketball again. Let's look again, yeah. Filipowski gets called for a loose ball foul. Watford, Barlow, Bona, Grimes, and Maxey are the 5 that are in there for Philadelphia. Less than 9 minutes remaining in this first quarter. Sixers got blown out by 40 in last night's game. Maxey down the lane, kicks it out to Quentin Grimes for a near corner 3, and that one won't go. Bona tries to tip it up and in with the right hand. That one won't go either. Jazz now corral it. Here they come on the other side. They're going from right to left. Sixers, of course, going from left to right in their black and white uniforms. And the Jazz are in their white and purple unis. Here's George looking for an ISO, and instead will pass it over to Ace Bailey. His drive down the lane is no good. Trendon Watford played excellent defense, just stood his ground, also got the rebound. Watford being rewarded down the lane. The layup is up, the underscoop is good, and the Sixers are up 8-4. A nice little give and go there by Tyrese Maxey. Sixers up by 4 points. 8 minutes and 5 seconds remaining here in this first quarter. Filipowski finds a wide open man down the lane. The shot's up, and he can't get it even in. And it'll be Sixers ball. Maxey with a bounce pass to Dominic Barlow, who runs over towards the lane, grabs his own rebound, puts it back up again. A turnaround baby floater by Barlow. And now it's a 6-point lead. Excellent concentration on that little runner that he was able to knock down. What a sequence of events. Watford blocks the shot of Keontae George. The second try was rebounded by the Jazz, and they're going to call a goaltending on Adembona. Kyle Filipowski is rewarded with the 2. 10-6 Philadelphia. Watford drives it. Dribbles with the right hand, takes it towards the second right hash mark, and tries to float it up, and the ball goes on out of bounds. It'll be Jazz basketball. Jazz 110, Sixers 89. I'm going to go Sixers 103 and Jazz 100. That's what I'm going to go. Let's go. 10-6 Philadelphia. Filipowski with a bounce pass, and that goes right on over to Cody Williams' way. Haven't really talked much about this Jazz team. Apologize about that. And Filipowski, who looked to attack, gets swatted by Adembona. And we're going to have free throws coming on up. 7:02 left to go here in quarter number 1. Sixers do lead it 10-6 against the Utah Jazz. If you're a Jazz fan, make sure that you guys comment down below. If you're a Sixers fan, of course, make sure you guys comment down below. Kyle Filipowski this year, averaging 10 points per game and 2.1 assists per game as well. His free throw is on the money and goes right down the drain with a swisher. Jazz are actually on the first game of a back-to-back. They play against the Washington Wizards tomorrow night. And that is in the nation's capital. Foul shot number 2, that's up, and that's in. They lost to the Denver Nuggets 128-125 on Monday. And they have actually lost their last 6 games. Haven't won a game since February 12th. 10-8 Philadelphia. There's going to be a timeout taken by Philadelphia, and the Sixers will be right back and so will we. Don't go anywhere. Stay tuned. Filipowski with 3 fouls so far. That is correct, hardcore. 10-8, 76ers are up by 2 points against the Utah Jazz, who have lost their last 6 games in a row. Ace Bailey, 19 years old, 6 feet 9 inches tall, 200 pounds, went to Rutgers College. We saw Dylan Harper in last night's game, the other Rutgers phenom that was drafted by the San Antonio Spurs. Interesting how the schedule pans out, I guess. So, yeah. Sixers in this one so far, they've been double-teaming a lot. They really just have not been able to get a ton of stops on defense. They did have a couple of nice defensive plays in these first 5 minutes or so, but the offense really has not looked fluid out there. It just hasn't. Barlow does have 5 points. He's been very aggressive down low on the block. You saw him make a turnaround baby floater to get him his 4th and 5th point. Maxey did start off the game by hitting a 3. Watford has 2 points and 2 rebounds and 1 assist as well. Who you guys pulling out for tonight? Let me know down below in the comments section. You guys are the absolute best. 3 more subs, by the way, until we get to the 83:30 marker. Have a triple header today, and then we're up at 5 o'clock doing another World Baseball Classic game, and then back at 1 o'clock for another Phillies game. 10-8, 76ers up by 2. The grind don't stop, baby. 6:40 left in this first quarter. Jazz now have the rock, and it's Harkless who gives it back over to Bailey. Now Keontae George looks to try to go up with a shot. It's denied by Quentin Grimes, and the Jazz will still have possession. The ball didn't even bounce over towards the rim, so they got to get it off as the shot clock expires, and that's an air ball. And before the ball even went on out of bounds, shot clock violation was called. Sixers able to do a good job on the defensive side. I really thought that as soon as George took that 3, it looked like he was ready to lean on into Quentin Grimes, and he just didn't lean far enough to sell that call. You knew exactly what he was trying to do. Looked like he was trying to get a 3-point play there, of course, but just not able to lean too far into the contact. Barlow gets it downhill, gives it back over to Adembona. A tic-tac-toe play, all started by Tyrese Maxey, who gets the hockey assist. And it's a 12-8 ball game. Philadelphia in the driver's seat right now. George gets a screen, and now it's Watford who's going to be on Keontae George. Tries to get it past him. Barlow steps up as George takes it to the cup. Good stop by Dominic Barlow. And now it's Tyrese Maxey taking the charge with a floater inside. And he's fouled. Didn't make the shot. He'll have to earn his stripes over at the line. And Philadelphia will attempt to go up by 6 points. Just going back to that little feed that Adembona got. He was absolutely clobbered downhill. And he had to dribble it and take about maybe 3 steps backwards because he was underneath the basket just to get that little extra arc up, and he did. That was awesome. 13-8, Sixers up by 5. 29 points is what Tyrese Maxey is averaging per game. Creative History Mike, 32 minutes ago, just subbed to our channel. That's awesome. Sixers lead it by 5 points. Maxey at the line again. And the second foul shot, he connects the dots.
Excellent.
And that'll give the 76ers a 6-point lead. They've made all 3 of their foul shots, while Utah has made both of their free throws. George, alley-oop pass, and Barlow got a piece of it. It went off the hands of Williams, and the Sixers will get it back once again. That was actually Mo Bamba that got a little piece of it. That was good stuff from him. Here's a shot that's up and that's in. That's Justin Edwards able to knock it on down and give the 76ers a 9-point lead with 5 minutes to go in the first frame. Bailey wide open, and he answers back by knocking down the tray from the near side of the wing. And the Sixers back up only by 6. 4:45 left to be played in quarter number 1. Tyrese Maxey, step back. Turnaround J, no. And the Jazz have it again. It's George running right down Broadway, and he tries to scoop it up and in with the right hand. It does not work. Bona got the rebound. Maxey lets it fly from way downtown, and he airballed it. You don't necessarily see a lot of airballs from Tyrese Maxey. May have been the first one that he's had all year. And by all year, I literally mean 2026 so far. Again, let us know where you guys are tuning on in from down below. 17-11, Sixers up by 6. 4:10 left to be played here in quarter number 1. It's Collins looking to zip it all the way towards the near side. And a near corner 3-point shot is off the mark by Conchar, who was acquired in that Jaren Jackson trade. And was sent over from the Memphis Grizzlies. 15 seconds left on the shot clock. Sixers have the rock. Barlow gets the ball stripped, and it's stolen. And the Sixers get it back. Tyrese Maxey with the steal, and with a 3 as well. And that makes it a 9-point lead for the 76ers. It just looked like that George, as soon as he got the steal, Tyrese Maxey was right there, and he just said, "Give me that, you know what," and just attempted a 3 as well. 3 minutes and 43 seconds left to go in quarter number 1. Sixers have 20 points. The Utah Jazz, they have 11. And we have a timeout taken. Sixers are up by 9. Timeout? Yes, it is a timeout. Good. How are we feeling, chat? How are we feeling tonight? Needed that sip of water. I did. Is VJ playing tonight? No, he's not playing. He is not playing. Nope. VJ is not playing. Can I take a message for VJ Edgecombe? VJ is still out. Remember, he left last night's game with that injury that he suffered from towards the end of the first half, where he landed on his back and took a hard hit over to the floor. Fantabulous. Defense is looking good so far. Yeah. I also just the other thing, too, about this, though, chat, is that the Utah Jazz are missing a lot of their key players as well. And so I expect that this is going to be more of an even match for the 76ers. I'm not, trying to make excuses for the team, but do they get out? Do the 76ers get blown out by 40 if Joel and Paul George play? No. If they did, then we have a problem. But I don't think that they're going to. I think it's going to be more of a close game. I do. I just have a gut feeling. Did they release the lineups yet for the WBC? Did they release them? Game is on at 10 o'clock. They did. Okay, good. So I can work on that when we go into halftime. That's great. That'll give me something to do. No post-game show tonight. As soon as this game is done, we are going to get off and we are going to start our next stream, which is World Baseball Classic. And that game, the Chinese Taipei will play against Australia, and that will be at 10 o'clock p.m. Eastern Time. That is when first pitch will start for that game. It'll be cool. Fantabulous, says LP. My back. Probably should stretch after this. Maxey so far with 8 points. It's 8 o'clock p.m. Eastern Time. 3 minutes and 33 seconds left to go here in quarter number 1. And the Utah Jazz have some miscommunication. They throw the basketball away. That was Mo Bamba looking to dish it out over to Keontae George, I believe. And so the Sixers are going to get the ball back. Jabari Walker will also sub on in for Dominic Barlow. Isaiah Collier's the one that actually threw it out of bounds. Excuse me. Could have made the play over to Mo Bamba. Tyrese Maxey goes right down Broadway, takes the layup, and the Sixers are up by 11 points. So Tyrese Maxey has scored 10 of the 22 points for the 76ers. George back inside outside over to Williams, a near corner three. That one won't go. It was deflected by a Utah Jazz member, and it goes out of bounds. And it'll be Sixers ball. 3:05 left remaining in quarter number 1. Maxey dribbles with the right hand, takes it past the logo. Now drives it over towards the Penn Medicine sign on the near side of the court. Jabari Walker out there looks to get it, and he passes it outside over to Justin Edwards for a near three, and that one won't go. Jazz looking to attack out in transition. Their three-point shot that they just misfired was way off the mark. Maxey got the rebound. There's Maxey over to Edwards. One more pass to Walker for a near corner three, and that one will fall. 2 minutes and 35 seconds left to go in quarter number 1. It's Jabari Walker coming off the bench, and so far looking so good on both sides of the court. Here come the Utah Jazz again, looking to pass it over towards the outside, over to Collier. That was Bamba, and here is a shot that's straight on, and that one won't fall either. Watford catches the rebound, or is that Tyrese Martin? Tyrese Martin is playing in this game. It was Tyrese Martin. Maxey, ISO, three-point shot, in and out it goes, and Jazz possess it once again. Walker with 3, Edwards with 3, Maxey with 10. In this lineup so far. Collier looks to take it right down the hill, and he finishes on the right side of the baseline, and that'll make it 25-13. Collier able to hit that shot and make it look very easy, even though it was really not there. Sixers do a lot of dump-offs, and Tyrese Martin gets it back, shoots it from the Toyota logo. Close but no cigar. Edwards looking to chase after the rebound. Andre Drummond is out there. And coming up with the loose ball is Mo Bamba, former 76er Mo Bamba, that is. Here's a drive downhill by Utah, and another foul called on the 76ers. And that'll stop the clock with 1 minute and 21 seconds to go. Sixers only shooting 4 for 10 from downtown. Meanwhile, though, the Jazz are 1 for 8. Jazz looking to get it back, and they do. And here's a foul line J. That's up, and that is good. Keontae George, you expect that he was going to get a lot of shot attempts tonight. Able to hit another free throw line jumper, and that'll make it 25-15. Here's a steal. Bad pass by the 76ers. Collier goes down in flight mode and able to dunk it on home with 2 hands. Tyrese Martin had a bad pass, and Collier just picked it. He was right in front of him. And an easy play to make it now an 8-point game. Martin to Walker, a near corner three. Again, number 2 is good. Jabari Walker picking right off where he left last night. And the Sixers up by 11. Good shot by Walker. He comes away with a steal, but they're going to call a foul. Jabari Walker was trying to knock the ball away out of the hands of Isaiah Collier, and they're going to say that he got a piece of the jersey. I don't know. It's like that was all ball. Call foul on that? Did he get him on the... okay, on that angle, he got him on the right hand. Yeah. That is going to put the Jazz in the bonus. And the first free throw is good. Remember, we saw that that Filipowski got into foul trouble with 3 personal fouls. So that obviously changes the whole course of how this first quarter ran for the Jazz. Foul shot number 2, and that's up and good. Isaiah Collier knocks them both down. 9-point lead for the Philadelphia 76ers, and 10 seconds separating the shot clock from the game clock. Campaign gets his first look out there. He gets it on the near side of the wing. Now gives it back to Tyrese Martin. Martin with a screen that comes from Drummond, zips it over to Walker, and Walker takes it downhill, lost the basketball. Bamba got a piece of it, and 6 seconds will remain on the shot clock as it goes out of bounds, over towards the near baseline. I should say that Bamba got a piece of Jabari Walker. I didn't see the referee call that, but he did. And Walker will head to the charity stripe, and he'll shoot a pair of foul shots. Takes 3 dribbles, and first free throw, he misfires it. It goes foul line right. All right, what's going on, chat? Welcome on in. Don't forget to like. Don't forget to subscribe. This is Grimes' last chance to have a big game before I start calling him Ben Simmons. With all due respect, nobody else can be called Ben Simmons except for Ben Simmons. 29-19, 13 seconds left to go here in the first quarter. 8 seconds now left. The shot clock's unplugged. George looking to pass it, and he does. Gives it towards the near side. Mo Bamba has it. And one more with a pass that goes towards the near corner. The three-point shot is good at the buzzer. And that will do it for the first quarter. Cody Williams able to hit that too. And that was a pretty good play by him. Hinson also was out there. Made a nice pass. We'll be right back. Don't go anywhere. We are going on into the second quarter. We got World Baseball Classic after this at 10 o'clock. And then again at 5 a.m. It's going to be quite a time. Wake up with JJ if you're over on the East Coast. Go to bed with JJ if you're on the East Coast. And we got the Phillies tomorrow afternoon at 1. And then we got ourselves another World Baseball Classic game tomorrow night at 10 o'clock. Busy, 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 busy month. And it all starts today. It's good stuff. Live at the Xfinity Mobile Arena, that is the Philadelphia 76ers. Chad, if you are new to the channel, don't forget to like, don't forget to subscribe, and turn on the notification bell icons too. Sixers lead at 29-22, and, well, here we go. As we start off quarter number 2, the Utah Jazz have possession of the rock. With the rock is Collier, who takes a step-back foul line J, and Quentin Grimes comes away with his miss. Williams, Hinson, Sensabaugh, Bamba, and Collier are the starting 5 for the Utah Jazz. Sixers turned it over. Martin with a bad play there. That's going to cause the Jazz to get the ball back. It was a big-time turnover. It looked like he just made the wrong pass. 11:25 left to go here in half number one. Williams with a dump-off pass, and the ball goes back over to Collier's way. Collier towards the near corner. A three by Hinson is up, and it's in. And that makes it a 29-25 ball game out in Philadelphia at the Xfinity Mobile Arena. Grimes at the top of the key gets it knocked loose by Hinson, and the Sixers come back up with it. It's Andre Drummond who gets a piece of it at the top of the key. Drummond to Walker, a near corner three again. Yes! He's been on fire from that right corner tonight. Gosh, he's just unstoppable. He has the fire emoji like he's a 2K player. And it's going to be another shot that's up by Utah. That one won't go either. 10:33 remaining in the second quarter. Tyrese Martin looking to take a jump shot. And we had a foul called after the jump shot went or was attempted, and Hinson gets called for a loose ball foul. An excellent pass by Drummond over to Jabari Walker in that near corner. That was awesome. So we played almost 2 minutes in the second frame so far. Campaign looking to pass it to the chest to Jabari Walker. He does, and Walker steps on out of bounds, and that will result in another turnover in this game. Let's put this up here. Okay, I like that better. I do. I like that a lot better. 32-25. Sixers have to hand it off again. Or have to play defense again. It's Collier at the top of the key. Takes it to the Xfinity Mobile Arena. Crosses over a couple of times. High floater. Won't go. Foul called, though, on Philadelphia. They're shooting 46% from downtown. And Jabari Walker has made 3 of those threes. All 3 of them that he's been able to knock down have been from that near corner. Played for 8 minutes and subbed on out. What's going on, Jersey Tuggin Sports Games? What's going on? You guys have interesting usernames. You really do. You have interesting long usernames. I wish that it would just go back to the channel names. I really do. It's a lot easier to pronounce. Also, like when you're super chatting and it says PBP with JJ, it's a little bit weird because people are not really tended to look, as deep into that rather than just play-by-play with JJ. Brian says, expecting the Jazz to make us look real good tonight, hopefully. I'm hoping so, too. 32-27. Payne has to pass it, and he swings the hot potato around. The ball finds Walker. This time from the left corner, he puts up a 3, and somehow, someway, it went on in. Looked like it was going to bounce out at the last second, and then it just sort of defied physics and just was able to bounce back on in. A little spin around, and then a bounce, and then a make. 35-27. Here's another floater by Utah, and they cut it back to a 6-point game. Walker is 4 for 4 from beyond the arc. Grimes at the foul line. A dump off to that's Trendon Watford. One more at the baseline to Jabari Walker, and he's able to finish it again. He is on fire for the 76ers and cannot be stopped. Grimes has been in a nasty slump. He has to get better. He just does. Sixers are playing more man-to-man defense this time. It's Mo Bamba, who gets hacked by Trendon Watford, and we'll have some free throws coming on up. Mo Bamba was absolutely wrecked downhill. He has to get up, and he'll go to the line. Mo is now 27 years old. Still young. I mean, I know that he was taken as a top pick by the Magic in the 2020 NBA draft. 37-29. They actually said that the foul was called on the floor. Walker with 15 points. He's made all 5 of his field goals, including 4 from beyond the arc. Jabari needs to set the single game record. Let's go. Already 4 made threes for him. On the court now is Oscar Shibwe for the Utah Jazz. Grimes looking to pass it, and he swings the hot potato around. Sixers have Cam Payne in between the circles. Payne with a chest pass that goes back over to Grimes. He takes it right down the hill, and Grimes able to finish. And that time it goes on over Cody Williams, and he is able to drop it on in. And that'll make it a 10-point lead for the 76ers. You want to see Quentin Grimes just play his game and not get too sloppy with the basketball and just take care of it. 39-29. And the Jazz have it again. Collier tries to initiate contact, and he does, and a foul called on Watford. He leaned on into that contact, and the teardrop was a little bit off the mark, but he'll go to the line nonetheless. Watford called for his second personal foul of the evening. Sixers play the Jazz one more time, and that'll be on March 21st out at the Delta Center. First free throw is good by Isaiah Collier. And the Jazz missing a lot of players. And so you get to see guys like Isaiah Collier try to thrive and take advantage. (39-30). That is the score. And now it's 39-31. Jazz actually have been running a lot more ISOs compared to the Sixers in this game, I've noticed. Payne looks to take an isolated shot and launch up a three. He bricked it from the near side. And Jazz have it again. They're going to pass it over towards the outside, and the ball will go on out of bounds. A turnover by the Utah Jazz. So the lineup for them, it's Cody Williams. They have at the 1. They got Blake Hinson at the 2. And at the 3, it's Bryce Senzaba. Isaiah Collier will now sub on out as Shibwe is back in there for the Utah Jazz. That's Oscar Shibwe, 26 years old, was a Kentucky Wildcat. 39-31. It's Bona who gets hacked down low on the block. And George will foul him. That's just his first personal foul. Bona is grabbing onto his elbow. Hopefully he's okay. He's sitting up. Take a look at the replay. Couldn't tell if he just hit the hardwood with his elbow. Maybe we'll get a better review angle here. Ooh, yeah. His elbow was sticking out, and he just banged that thing to the ground. So George gets called for a foul, and the Jazz are going to challenge this. 39-31, Philadelphia with an 8-point lead. And Bona is bleeding from that left elbow. Are they challenging this, or is this an actual replay review? Excuse me. There's no green challenge light lit up. So they're going to see if this is a flagrant foul. That is what is going on. Apologize about the misinformation there. So it is a ref-initiated review. I think that's just a common foul, to be honest with you. 39-31. 7:33 remaining in this second quarter. Bona is on the bench. They're just trying to stop the bleeding. 8-point lead for the 76ers. The user handles are sorely missed. Can't get anybody else hurt. Nope. Can't do it. We can't do it. Do you guys watch any other YouTubers? Any other YouTube channels? If so, recommend me some. Post them down below. 39-31. Sixers up by 8 points. 7 minutes and 30 seconds remaining in this second quarter. Campaign dribbles with the right hand and takes it towards the near side. 3-point shot is up, and it's just off the mark again. A little bit strong on that 3-point shot. Not able to knock it down that time. Jazz come back up with it. And it's George with a floater. Got it to go that time. 39-33. And that was good by Utah. Jazz 11 for 28 shooting-wise in this game. Sixers are 14 for 30 from the field. Payne takes it with the left hand. Backs up over towards the Toyota sign. And he'll pass it over to Adem Bona, who was calling for the basketball. And he got fouled. That'll stop the clock with 6:45 to go. It's hot up in here, man. Open the windows, everything. Timeout taken by the 76ers. I am going to stretch very quickly, but please comment if you guys do watch other YouTube channels. Let me know other YouTube channels that you guys do recommend. All right, be right back. Do not go anywhere. See you soon. All right, 6 minutes and 45 seconds remaining here in half number one. Sixers have made 10 assists on 14 field goals in tonight's game versus the Utah Jazz. Barlow is going to inbound it, and he'll give it up over to Kyle Lowry, getting his first piece of action tonight. Lowry the Grimes. Maxey gets it back, and Maxey over to Barlow. A near-wing three-point shot. Close but no cigar. George corrals the miss. That's Keontae George, not Paul George. Keontae playing for the Utah Jazz. He's their leading scorer ever since Lauri Markkanen has been out. Bona comes away with a steal. Grimes being rewarded. Goes down Broadway and flushes it on home. 2-on-1 basketball, and the 76ers now take themselves an 8-point lead. 7 points off turnovers for Utah and 15 for the 76ers. Spread the ball around the Jazz. And another three from the top of the perimeter. That one won't fall. The Jazz have just been ice cold in this ball game, shooting-wise, from downtown. And that has really hurt them in this one. 5:50 left, and we have a stoppage in play. They've made only 3 threes tonight. They are 3 for 13 with their shooting. Sixers are 5 for 9. Is that Quentin Grimes that's 5 for 9 shooting-wise today? Maxey still out there for the Sixers. Gets double-teamed, hands it off to Barlow. And Barlow's baby floater goes right down the drain. 43-33. Barlow in the action. The Sixers are 6 for 10 shooting-wise from the field. There we go. That's in the second quarter. And the shot's up, and that one won't go. Bona looked to hand it off, and it actually bounced off the face of a Jazz player. Bona still came up with it somehow, some way. A fight for the ball on the ground. Bona gets it, hands it off to Grimes. Count it, and a foul! Then Bona was playing very scrappy basketball there. He thought that maybe his teammate was right out in front of him as he tried to corral the rebound and just sort of shovel pass it to him, and then just went off the head of Keontae George, and then Bona got it back, went out in transition, and then almost lost the ball again, had to get on the ground for it, and here came Quentin Grimes right downhill, just able to lay it up and in on the right side of the rim with the left hand. Actually opposite, left side of the rim with the right hand. And I'll go to the line for one more. The three-point play is no good. Grimes couldn't knock it down. Harkless with the board. And the Jazz have it back on offense. 5 minutes left to go in the second quarter. Philip Kowski just not playing a lot of minutes because he got into some foul trouble. Harkless down Broadway. Floaters up. That one won't go. The follow-through by Tashibwe is up and in. 45-35 with 4:45 to go. Sixers up by 10. Tyrese Maxey, he's been quite quiet in this second quarter. Looking to hand it off, and the Sixers give it all the way to Kyle Lowry, and he's fouled. Sheboy has these goggles on. Sort of reminds you a little bit of Amari Stoudemire. What a player. Guys remember Amari Stoudemire? Remember his Knicks days? 45-35. Kyle Lowry makes the first foul shots, and that'll give the 76ers an 11-point lead. How we doing, chat? How are we doing, chat? Any doubt Payne is going to make 2 threes? I think he might. I do. I think he might. 12-point lead for the 76ers. 4:30 left in this second quarter. The Jazz are going to bounce it around the timeline, and they make their 4th three of the ball game. That's Harkless, able to knock it down from the near corner, and that'll cut it back to a single-digit ball game. Grimes looking to go downhill, and he sledges it on home with the right hand. And a statement there. 49-38. Quentin Grimes down Broadway with an absolute jam. Sends the ball on the other side, answers back, and he's fouled. And he'll head to the line for a 3-point play. Look at Quentin Grimes just flying and just soaring through the air. He went toe-to-toe against Tashibwe. And as Tashibwe tried to block him, Grimes was like, nope. Went just a little bit higher. That was awesome. 49-40. Sixers up by 9. And the free throw will make it an 8-point lead for Philadelphia. The Sixers have put up 20 points in this second quarter. The Jazz have 19. 3:55 left to go in this second frame. Grimes goes behind his back, looks to pass it over to Maxey, and Maxey gives it back to Quentin Grimes. 3 seconds left in the shot clock. Grimes on the baseline, spins around, turns around, fades away, takes a 2, and it's a little bit long. Barlow tries to attempt to hug for the basketball, and they're going to actually say that it'll be Jazz basketball because it was a turnover on Barlow. A loose ball foul is what they said, right? Looked like it. Bryce sends a ball, takes a three-pointer, and that one won't go. Lowry gets the rebound for the 76ers, and a handoff to Tyrese Maxey. Come on, they got to get their offense going. Now's the time to do so. More isolation for the 76ers. Maxey does actually find a wide-open Lowry for three, and he bricks it from the right side of the wing. Jazz, with 3:13 left to go in this second quarter, have Keontae George out there. George passes it over to Bailey, and another turnover called. It's a travel on Ace Bailey. And Drummond will come back in for Barlow. Adembona will also take a seat as well. Sixers up by 8 points, 49-41. Good to still see Adembona still out there for the Sixers. Remember, he went down with that elbow injury, and then he had to get it stitched on up. 3 minutes to go in the second quarter. Tyrese Maxey had 10 points in the first quarter, hasn't scored any until right now in this second quarter. He just took a baseline J inside the three-point line, and it actually hit off the left side of the rim, and it still went on in with a nice little pop-up. And they got to get back on defense, the 76ers. Bailey wants to take on Andre Drummond. Let's see how this works. Ace Bailey with a jumper, gets his own rebound, and is able to put it back up and in. As he shot the ball from the left elbow, he leaped on over Andre Drummond to grab the rebound and then just took it right towards the right side of the lane and laid it up and in. It's now back to an 8-point game. 2:05 left to play in this second quarter. Lowry gets some space, tries to knock it down for three. No, and Walker thought that he was hacked as he tried to get the rebound, and the Jazz have numbers on the other side. Going coast to coast is Keontae George. He is unstoppable when he is just flying right over to the cup. It's back to a 6-point game. So that's the closest that the Jazz have cut it to in quite some time. Grimes to Drummond, a near corner three. That one won't fall. Grimes gets the rebound on the right elbow and looks to reset it back to Tyrese Maxey. And Maxey looks to take it again downhill. Euro step up, teardrop floater. No good, but they're going to wave it off. And Andre Drummond gets called for an offensive foul. Jazz will take a timeout here with exactly 91 seconds to go. It was an illegal screen set by Andre Drummond. And the Jazz will take a timeout. It's a 2-possession game. Sixers up by 6 points. Dude, that Grimes finish was nasty. That was nasty stuff. It was good. Don't forget to hit the thumbs up button and subscribe to the channel. Let us know where you guys are tuning on in from, chat. Where is everybody tuning on in from? All right. It's not good. Well, it's all right. This is what I expected, you know. It really is. Sixers up by 6 points. It is a 51-45 game. All right, let's put this over here. Yeah. 51-45 is the score. Guys, got any plans for the weekend? Any, like, really cool plans this weekend? Let me know down below. Laughing is such an interesting thing. I like to laugh. My name is JJ, and I like to laugh. That's how I would introduce myself if I was in a circle and they were to say, "Who's your name and what do you like to do?" I'm Jason, and I like to laugh. That's what I like to do. I do. Who doesn't like to laugh? It's contagious. But actually, the funny part is that as I've gotten older, I've also, you know, in other ways, I like to cry as well. Crying, I think, is an emotion that we don't always express, and I think it's beautiful to cry. I do. If it's healthy, of course, you know. But laughing is awesome. Love laughing. Hey, JJ, what did I miss? Just tuning on in. Hardcore is here. BW is here. Hardcore's laughing. Man, BW, how are you doing, my friend? It's so good to see you on here. 8 points for Quentin Grimes, 3 rebounds as well. He's 4 for 7 shooting-wise from the field. Once again, after our game is done, you guys are more than welcome to go check out BW, but we are also going to be doing the World Baseball Classic as well. But definitely go check him out. Drop your link down below, my friend. 1:15 left in this second quarter. The Jazz are going to turn it on over. As soon as they got the ball inbounded, a travel was called. And it'll be 76ers basketball, 51-45, with 1:16 left to go. Actually, I lied. I did. I lied, chat. I'm a bad person. I lied. 1:12 left to play in this second quarter. Sixers are up by 6 points. 15 seconds are left on the game clock, or on the shot clock, that is. Tyrese Maxey goes behind his back and nearly lost his defender, takes it over towards the foul line, and a step back Jay won't go, but he's fouled, and that'll stop the clock with 61 seconds left remaining in this second quarter. Been getting pretty tongue-tied tonight. I think that the problem is that I'm looking up a lot at chat. I'm getting a little bit distracted, you know? It's not because of you guys. My head is just all over the place. I'm looking at the game, looking at stats, looking at my phone, looking at chat. It's tough to focus when you're just not concentrating on one thing at a time. Foul shot number 1 by Tyrese Maxey is good, and the Sixers will take a 7-point lead. 3 more subs, by the way, until we get to the 83-30 marker. And here's the second free throw. That'll go down the drain. 53-45. Philadelphia leads it by 8. Tyrese Maxey has scored 4 points in this second quarter. He has 14 in the game, and he's knocked down all 4 foul shots so far. Bamba gets it at the top of the key, hands it off to Keontae George, who muscles his way downhill, and a foul is called on Philadelphia. A tough finish by him. Couldn't get it off, but it was blocked. And then getting hacked by Andre Drummond is Keontae George. Nashville Predators traded Nick Blankenberg to the Avalanche in exchange for a 5th-round pick. It's in the 2027 draft. 53-46, Philadelphia is up by 7 points. We got 43 seconds left in this first half. Keontae George is at the line. My head is about to explode now that I'm monitoring another chat. Your head is about to explode. Why? 53-46. The foul shot is up and good by the Jazz. You're monitoring another chat. 40 seconds to go in this second quarter. Message me on Discord. Hopefully everything's all right. Here's Maxey with a step-back three-point shot from the logo. That one won't go, and the Sixers get it back. Quentin Grimes comes up with it at the three-point line. Grimes over to Watford. Watford back to Maxey at the Toyota side. And Maxey takes it to the top of the key. Steps back, takes another three. That's a little bit long, and it hits the shot clock, and therefore it's marked out of bounds. Tyrese Maxey has been cold in this game from beyond the arc, but he has 14 points. Jabari Walker with 15 leading the way for all scores. 18.3 seconds left to go here in quarter number 2, and the Jazz have the rock. It's Keontae George again, leading the way for Utah with 8 points, 3 rebounds, and 1 assist as well. George attacking, going to the rim, and another shooting foul called on the 76ers, and George will head back to the line. See that he's been trying to make a little bit more contact, a little bit more physicality drawn by the 76ers from the defensive side, but leaning on into that contact was Keontae George, and it was Justin Edwards who tried to steal it, and then he just sort of elbowed Keontae. And the first foul shot by George won't go. It's a little bit short. Horizontal and vertical streams just keep adding another element to keep track of. I see. See, it's made me so goofy I can't even explain it properly on the first try. I get it. I understand. It's been quite a day for me, too. 53-48 as the second free throw is good. 4.8 seconds left in this first half. All eyes on Tyrese Maxey. He has to bounce pass it over to Watford. A half-court shot won't fall. And that is going to take us to halftime. The Philadelphia 76ers lead it by 5 against the Utah Jazz. Both teams are undermanned. And, well, we'll be right back in a little bit. We are going to take a break for halftime, and that's because I got to get my lineups ready for the World Baseball Classic, and that's what we're going to do right now. So if you want to stick around, you most certainly can. But if not, holler back as we go on into halftime, and we'll be back for the third quarter. All right, so stay tuned. Don't go anywhere. We'll see you very, very soon. back into the swing of things. 53-48 is the score between the Philadelphia 76ers and the Utah Jazz. If you are new to the channel, don't forget to like, don't forget to subscribe, and turn on the notification bell icons too. And that way you will know when we do go live. We got World Baseball Classic after this. Chinese Taipei playing against Australia in the very, 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 very first World Baseball Classic game of 2026. It's going to be fun. It's going to be great. And if you guys want to fall asleep to JJ, if you want to party with JJ, you're more than welcome to do so. We have a live redirect after this stream all the way over towards that stream. So all you got to do is just stay on here, and then it'll just take you directly over to the very, very next link. The Philadelphia 76ers in this game, they have played okay. I'll tell you this, a positive that I take away is Jabari Walker's playing really well. There's really just not much stock that I can take away from this game overall because the offense just looks so different without VJ Edgecombe, without Paul George, without Joel Embiid. So there really just isn't much to, sort of take away. This is just like one of those games where you just want to see them get the W. The Utah Jazz are missing a lot of their key guys. Sixers are missing a lot of their key guys. And so you need the Sixers to just find a way to get a W. Really not much juice as far as this game goes. But the one thing that I am excited to see is I am excited to see how Dominic Barlow and Tyrese Maxey continue to do tonight. Tyrese Maxey is always a lot of fun to watch. All right, so we start off the third quarter. It'll be Jazz ball. Here's a drive over towards the lane. That one won't go. And so Sixers now have it. It's Tyrese Maxey, floater inside, got it to go, kissed it off the window, and the Sixers back up by 7 points. So it's 8:56 p.m. Eastern Time. Here's a step-back three-point shot, Bazinga. That one goes on in by Keontae George. Don't know where that came from. I don't like that call. That's terrible. 55-51. Wish I could erase time and not have that one. Barlow looking to pass it outside to Trendon Watford. And it's Watford again, dribbling with the right hand, taking it right down the lane, puts up a shot, and they won't count it. They will not count the shot. He was fouled, though. It'll be Wednesday. What's going on, chat? Well, what is up? Mad Max will have a big second half. I hope so. I really hope so. That'd be cool. 55-51. Maxey wants Grimes to step up, and he bounces it over to Grimes. Grimes back over to Maxey. Maxey steps back, lets it fly, and a deep three is airballed again. Bona attempted to save it, and now it's a 5-on-4 for the Utah Jazz. Wide open three-point shot in the near corner. Won't go. Filipowski there for the rebound, then he jams it on in. It's a 2-point game, a 5-2 run by the Utah Jazz, and the Sixers. Well, again, that's what happens when Bolden tries to hustle for the ball and just cannot get to it. And, you just leave a man wide open. 55-53 second chance opportunities for the Jazz. They have 8 points off those opportunities, and the Sixers have 2. Here's George with a teardrop inside. No. Rebounded by Filipowski, and the Sixers get back on defense. That was an awesome play. I think it was Trendon Watford that stayed all over George. And that just sort of took away that 2-on-1. Sixers are going to double-team George and foul him. And that'll stop the clock again. Played only under 2 minutes. Man. Jabari Walker is 5 for 5 shooting-wise from the field in this game. 3 of his threes have been from the right corner. And the other 3 that he made was from the left corner. Speaking of the left corner, George wants to pass it over to Bailey, and that's up, and that's good. That was actually George who took the 3, Bailey who passed it over to him, 56-55. And the Jazz have their first lead of the half. It's an 8-2 run, and Sixers get it back again. Tyrese Maxey dribbles with the right hand, crosses over, takes it to the top of the key. Now wants to take it over to the far elbow. His jump shot is misfired. Watford chases for the rebound, and it's intercepted by Filipowski. And there's an alley-oop jam over to Keontae George. That's good. 58-55, and a timeout taken by Nick Nurse. So the 76ers start off on the wrong foot once again here in the third quarter. It's a 10-2 run by the Utah Jazz. The third quarter woes continue for the Philadelphia 76ers. That's just not a surprise. It's even against this type of a team. I mean, come on. It is awful. It is horrendous. Jorge is here. That's a good tongue twister. Jorge is here. What's going on, man? It's Jorge, right? Or is it George? Because I know somebody that spells it the same way, and they pronounce it as George. What's going on? How are you doing, my friend? Gonna drop an air horn for you, my guy. What brings you here on this nice night? I see a Sixers profile icon, so I assume it has to be the 76ers. I did not mean... oh, man, I'm dead. I'm dead, man. I was like, well, wait, what brings you here? And then I literally see your Sixers profile. I'm like, bro, what the heck? What the heck is going on? Don't forget to hit the thumbs up button, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel. The Philadelphia 76ers are down by 3 points to the Utah Jazz. If you are new to the channel, we do like an old school radio play-by-play style of a call for Sixers basketball, Phillies baseball, and Eagles football. We're also going live for the World Baseball Classic tonight. Team Chinese Taipei is taking on Team Australia, and that'll be fun to call. Can't wait for the WBC game. Catch you in an hour, JJ. I might be a little bit late, Haley, depending on how this game is going. But I will get there as soon as I can. I promise. I pinky promise. I swear. Don't be mad at me if I'm late. Chat's going to be like, what the heck? Why are you late? No excuse, JJ. Wish I could just clone myself. We're still in the third quarter. 9 minutes and 36 seconds to play in this third frame. And then we got the fourth. And then we got the WBC. Haley says, no worries. Now, call me out. Call me out if I'm late. 58-55. Here's Boda, who gets it over on the near side. Trendon Watford now for the 76ers, looking to pass it over to Barlow. Barlow at the foul line extended. Barlow back to Watford at the top of the key. Thought about taking the three. Instead, it's just going to try to dribble down the lane. Floaters up. It's good. And a lot of contact made, but no foul called. 58-57, Sixers down by a point. It's a 10-2 run by the Utah Jazz, and that was right before the two went up and in by Watford. Filipowski for the Jazz looks to pass it over to George. Maxey nearly got a steal. Barlow now trying to take on George, and Barlow swats the basketball away, but it'll still be Jazz ball. 8 seconds left on the shot clock. Jazz have been all over the 76ers in this third quarter. Sixers were up by 6 points going on into halftime, and their third quarter has been pretty bad. 3 seconds left on the shot clock. Ace Bailey wants to ISO, takes a step-back elbow jump shot, and swishes it right in the face of a Dembona. And it's back to a 3-point lead for the Utah Jazz. Watford trying to attempt to go coast to coast. The first try, no. The second try, it's by Bona, and he slams it home with the left hand. Dembona just right there at the right time, able to stay on his ground and just jam it on him with that left hand. Bailey is looking for help as he stopped at the third hash mark on the left side of the wing, and there's a backdoor cut to the basket by Keontae George. He's rewarded. He goes up with a layup inside, hits it, and will go to the line for the old-fashioned three-point play. George is fouled, and that's on Trendon Watford for swiping him on the wrist. and an and one opportunity for the Utah Jazz, who are on a 6-game losing streak. They have not played well. They actually did play pretty good against the Denver Nuggets, but they lost in a nail-biter to them. That was in their last game. George at the line for the and one, and he capitalizes, and the Jazz have their biggest lead of the game at 4. Maxey with 16 points. Here's Grimes, here's Watford, and Barlow, and Bona for the 76ers. Grimes has the ball, though. Looks to pass it to Watford. Watford's floater at the foul line is good, and he'll get an and one opportunity as well. 63-61. Filipowski, that's another foul on him. That is foul number 4. Hit 3 in the first half, and I'm telling you, if they just continue to get him into foul trouble, that'll certainly make things interesting for the Jazz. The free throw by Watford, it's up and in.
Excellent.
It's a 63-62 ball game. George passes it to the near side, back to Williams, and Williams delivers it back to George. George steps back, goes up with a 3, and he airballed it. Maxey played a good defense. Unfortunately, though, the Jazz get a second chance, and the rebound was good. Here's a 3 that's up and in by Bailey. Just as time was expiring, nobody was there to box out that man to get that rebound. 66-62. Utah is up by 4, and the clock stops with 7:25 to go. That was just crazy how the Sixers just let him get that rebound, and then Bailey was just found wide open as the coast was clear for him to shoot that shot. Watford with a pass that goes to Barlow, who buzzes his way downhill, gets past the trees, could not make the layup. He was a little bit off. The angle was just off point. 66-62, Jazz have it as they move out in transition. It's George at the top of the key, trying to beat Dominic Barlow downhill, and Barlow swats it away, and it'll go out of bounds. Good job by Barlow just to stay on his man. George thought that he had him beat, and Barlow extended his arms and flapped them around and was able to get a stop. 66-62. Filipowski again gets the inbound pass. He has 4 personal fouls today, and he'll look to take it down towards the baseline. He zips it out to another open Bailey three-pointer. Bailey knew that it was off, and Watford gets his miss. Sixers have it again. It's Tyrese Maxey. And Maxey looking to hand it off to Watford. He bobbled it for a second, but still comes up with it. Watford taking on George. Inside, outside to Maxey. Maxey, foul line. Pass to Grimes for a 3. And it's a little bit strong. Barlow tries to chase it down for the rebound. It's tipped, and Watford gets it for the Sixers. Watford to Bona, and a jam! And back to a 2-point game. Dominic Barlow with a heads-up play, and Trendon Watford there to the rescue. And so the Sixers have momentum on their side. George cuts to the basket. The 2's up. That's no good. Sixers defense stands strong again. Grimes with a Euro step goes down the lane. We're tied. 66-66. 5:55 to go here in quarter number 3. Sixers on a nice little run. And we are all knotted up at 66 apiece. Here's Bailey looking to take it towards the right side. The spin around, turn around. Ace Bailey is starting to heat up, and he'll untie the knot, and the Utah Jazz will get the lead back. Sixers just could not stay on him. He took a left elbow J, and it was good. Here's Barlow looking to attack. A Euro step and a little underneath the basket. Reverse layup won't go, and the Jazz get the rebound again. Williams cuts to the basket for the Jazz, goes down the hill, and the shot's up, and he's fouled. And the clock will stop at 5:22 left to go. All right, so let's take this off for a second. If you are just tuning on into the channel, make sure you guys comment down below. Let me know how you guys feel about this game between the 76ers and the Jazz. 5 minutes and 22 seconds remaining in this third quarter. It is 9:08 p.m. Eastern Time. Filipowski, Williams, Harkless, George, and Bailey are out there for the Jazz. And we have a whistle called on Philadelphia. George is going to go to the line. He'll shoot a free throw. The Jazz will also get the ball back. And the foul shot is up and in. That makes it 69-66. It was a technical foul that was called on Dominic Barlow. And that's why they shot a free throw. And now two more coming up for Williams. Williams going to get the first one. Jiggles around the rim and finds its way through. Cody Williams at the charity stripe. Will Hardy, of course, the head coach for the Utah Jazz. Trying to end that 6-game losing streak. He's 38 years old. From Richmond, Virginia. Started his NBA career back in 2010 as a video intern. I believe it was for the Spurs. Yeah, he was. 71-66, Utah up by 5. And here's a layup inside by Philadelphia. Jabari Walker muscles his way to the basket and finishes with the right hand. Bailey, left elbow J again. It's automatic. He's been starting to hit. It's 73-68. 4 minutes and 53 seconds to go here in quarter number 3. Sixers and the Jazz shooting over 42% from the field. Edwards looks to pass it to Quentin Grimes on the near wing. Grimes with a pass into no man's land, intended to go to Adem Bona, and that was way over his head, and that was a line drive pass. He threw a fastball right to him. And Bona was not ready for it, didn't even jump for it, and he wouldn't have been able to catch it anyways. It's a 73-68 lead for the Jazz. They've gone on a miniature run. 10 turnovers by Utah and 11 for Philadelphia. George turns around, hits a 3, and that's going to make it an 8-point lead. Keontae George with 24 points, 4 rebounds, and 2 assists. No surprises. You really thought that as he came on into the game tonight that he was going to get a lot of attempts, and he most certainly has. Bona just flushed it for the Sixers. That'll cut it back to a 6-point game. Filipowski looking to pass it, deflected by Edwards, and stolen by Walker. It's Tyrese Maxey who has it for Philadelphia, takes a logo 3, and that one is no good. Walker, though, fights for the rebound, gets it, and puts it up, and he's fouled, and gets hacked right from behind. And that foul is going to be called on Isaiah Collier. That's his first personal foul of the game. And the clock will stop with 3:53 remaining in the third. Walker at the line, 17 points. That's a Sixers high tonight. And his first one goes up and in. Chat's being a little bit quiet. Let's go. I need 2 rebounds from Grimes, bro. Well, hopefully you get it, man. I wish you nothing but the best. He's not out there right now. But thank you so much for being on here, my guy. Big shout out to you, Soaking. That's cool. The second one, that does not go on in. Walker, 18 points, 3 boards, and he's made all 4 of his corner threes tonight. Sends a ball, catches, puts up a tray. Bricked, and Walker there to corral the miss. He's playing with a lot of ferocity tonight and has been so good. Maxey lost the ball, got it swatted away, and a foul on Conchar just for the marginal contact. Take this off for a sec. And the Sixers, that is going to put them in the bonus, which is great news. 76-71. Maxey at the charity stripe. His first free throw. It hits the back of the rim, and it goes down the drain. Do like an old school radio play-by-play style. We got the World Baseball Classic after this. Do a lot of baseball and basketball streams. We also do football as well. We cover the Eagles, the Sixers, and the Phillies. Free throw number 2 by Tyrese Maxey. Nothing but nets.
Excellent.
The Jazz were 4 for 16 from 3 in the first half. Ever since then, well, they're 4 for 8. So they've cut their attempts in half, and they've still made the same amount. 3-point shot by the Jazz. Won't go. It's airballed. Drummond lost the rebound. Butterfingers. And Mo Bamba corrals it for the Utah Jazz. Conchar with a drop-off pass that goes to Bamba. A turnaround baby floater. In and out it goes. And Drummond catches his miss. A handoff to Tyrese Maxey. So George is leading the way with 24 points for the Jazz. Maxey crosses over, takes it downhill, and the ball gets swatted away again. The Jazz will take a timeout here. 2 minutes and 53 seconds left to go. I think that they're going to challenge this because what happened was that Tyrese Maxey took it down the lane, and it was Hinson who tried to draw an offensive foul. His feet looked like for a second that they were set, and the Jazz are going to challenge this. They will definitely challenge this, and this is a big call. Will the Sixers still have possession, or is it going to be an offensive foul on Tyrese Maxey? We have yet to see. All right, chat, wakey, wakey. We got another 5 hours to go. We do. And we got to be up early. We enjoyed that sleep during the off season. It's time to get back to work. Sixers getting outscored 28-20 in this third. But it was a lot worse at the beginning. It was terrible at the beginning. Looks like the 76ers are playing better today, says Neil. Well, again, in case you are just tuning on in, my name is Jason Joseph. This is Play-by-Play with JJ. Hit the thumbs up button, subscribe to the channel if you guys have not done so. Also, go follow us and check us out on the socials, too. The link tree is posted in the description. If you guys do want to become a member, it is $2.99 a month. That's cool, too. We can also provide you with a link to that. That is the link. If you scroll up, you'll see it. It says, join the Philly Freak family for $2.99 a month. I wrote that myself. I did. 76-73. Each team has 4 timeouts left, but the question is, will the Jazz win their challenge, or are they going to lose it? Oh, what a day, says Joe. That was a fake yawn from me. I don't know why I did that. Just one of those days where either nothing works or what works is harder. And it has to be Hope JJ's day, and everyone in here had a better day than me. Well, I'm really happy to see you on here, my guy. We got the WBC after this, and we got to rush off as soon as this game is done. I'm ditching everybody. But if you guys want to come follow me on the other stream, you'll just be redirected to it, and that'll be cool. And you don't even have to go anywhere. You don't. You can just stay put on here, and you can just sit down and not even press a button. Button, who's got the button? Another Willy Wonka reference. Edwards at the top of the key, dumps it off to Tyrese Maxey, so the Sixers actually were able to get it. The Jazz lost their challenge. Here's a layup by Maxey. It's up, it's in, and it'll go to the line for one more. So the Jazz took a timeout. I guess that they did not challenge that. That's really odd. Tyrese Maxey made the layup, and Sensabaugh got called for the shooting foul, and the Sixers can tie it here with a free throw. Third quarter blues. That should be a song. That should be. Sixers blues. The free throw is good. That sounds like when basketball meets ice hockey. You got the Blues against the Sixers. 2:33 left in this third quarter. Jazz have it. Bailey looks to dish it out. Bamba now gets it, and Maxey picks his pocket. Off to the races. Tyrese Maxey And a little alley-oop jam by Justin Edwards. And the lead is back to 2. 2 minutes and 10 seconds left to be played in the third quarter. Hot potato, the ball goes around and finds the wide-open shooter again. It's Blake Hinson who hits it from the near corner. He got a bullseye, and it's a 10-3 run by Philadelphia, but it was 10-0 before that, and the Jazz finally woke up. 79-78. Can the Sixers get the lead back, though, on this possession? Maxey, floater again inside, too strong. And the rebound is good for Utah, and Jabari Walker is going to elbow Blake Hinson right over to the chest and take him right down over towards the hardwood. Thank you, JJ. You're my glimmer of hope every day I see you. My man Joseph. Big shout out to Joseph. 79-78. Bamba downhill, throws it down with one hand. Mo Bamba with his first dunk of the day. 81-78, and now 1:15 left remaining in the third quarter. Walker down the lane, gives it back to Tyrese Martin, who's back out there for the first time in the second half, and Martin hits the underhanded scoop on the left side of the baseline. The layup was indeed good. 1 minute to go in quarter number 3. Sixers trying to keep it to a 1-point deficit. The lineup for the Jazz, they got Filipowski, they got Williams, they got Harkless, George, and Bailey out there for the Utah Jazz. Here's a 3 by Conchar, who just came back on in, and his 3 is misfired. That one won't go. Maxey to Martin. He was wide open, decided not to take the 3. Instead, though, takes it to the baseline, and Drummond's 2 is good, and he'll go to the line for one more. I was surprised that Tyrese did not take that 3. That was Tyrese Martin. I got to be a little bit more specific there. There was this little no-look. It was a nice pass. He thought that maybe he was going to go over the defender's head. He faked Mo Bamba out. And instead what he did was he just did a little underhanded toss to him. And that was just a very good play. Good IQ by Tyrese Martin. And Andre Drummond goes to the line. The three-point opportunity won't go. Offensive rebound by Edwards. He lost it. He comes back up with it and nearly lost it again. A fight for the ball on the ground, and the Jazz have it. Darn it. He was being scrappy there. Edwards also tried to pickpocket a Utah Jazz member. That did not work out well. And the ball is going to be reset at the top of the key. Hinson gets it back for the Jazz. Here's Hinson to Senzabal, his three-point shot, no. A tip by Bamba, and another alley-oop jam by Bamba as well. That was just an awesome pass by Isaiah Collier. 83-82, 3 seconds left to go. Maxey zips it outside, near corner 3 by Andre Drummond at the buzzer. Won't go. And the Sixers down by 1 as we go into quarter number 4. This team never makes it easy. They never, ever, ever, never, ever, ever, never, ever, ever, never make it easy. They lose another third quarter, 35-29. But let's get that W. World Baseball Classic. Chinese Taipei against Australia. Did they ever update the lineups? There we go. Okay. So, they gave me the wrong lineups before. I don't necessarily like the sound of that. That sucks. So I gotta erase this one. That's too bad. I just wasted a scorecard too doing that. Are you kidding me? That sucks. I should have just waited. This team, man. This team. Yep, I hear ya. Stoked for the WBC, though. Yeah, me too. I'm beyond excited. I can't wait. I can't even hide my energy. Hello. What's going on? Can't even hide that energy, man. Hopefully that woke you guys up. Somebody said feel better soon. That was probably on a post that I made like 10 days ago when I was sick. Damn. I appreciate the compliment, or the comment, you know. But, man, look at the post. That was like 11 days ago. And we're still alive, in case you didn't know, if you're the person that who was that? Oh, damn. Somebody literally commented on my post and literally said, feel better soon. 10 days ago. What the heck? Bro, that's insane. See, why can't they have this ball and player movement on a regular basis? I don't even know pro stars don't feel their best every game. I know even pro stars don't feel their best every game. Just gets frustrating when no one moves, says Joe. Yeah. Let's go. Love you too, man. Hokey boy. Justin Edwards looking to zip it outside to Tyrese Martin. And now it's Campaign who gets it on the left wing. Walker with his fifth quarter three. Can he get it? No, he cannot. Darn it. That was close. Close, but no cigar. Bailey with a baby hook downhill. Won't go. They got a bird's eye view here on NBC Sports Plus. That's cool. Payne looks to give it up over to Edwards. And here's Tyrese Martin. Takes a near wing three. And that razzles and dazzles down the drain. And the Sixers do indeed get the lead back, 85-83. We played just 45 seconds in this fourth quarter. Sends the ball, dribbles with the left hand, stops at the foul line extended, dumps it off to Collier, and his 1-foot jumper in the lane is way, way, way too strong. Martin corrals the miss for the third time this evening. Payne looking to conduct the traffic, and he does. A bounce pass to Edwards, and Edwards was supposed to give it up over to Barlow, but instead he took a runner instead. It wasn't a bad shot selection, but Edwards' floater was way too strong. And the Jazz will tie it back. That's another runner made by the Jazz. They tie it up at 85 apiece. Blake Henson makes the layup. And Payne over on the perimeter. Takes it with the right hand, drives it inside. Bamba gets a piece of it. Ball's deflected. Last touch by Bamba. It goes out of bounds. Walker needs 2 points. I thought that you needed Grimes to get 2 rebounds. That's what I thought you needed, my guy. So King is still here in the chat. Hopefully you're having a good time, my friend. Payne will inbound it over to Barlow. 5 seconds left on the shot clock. A pass back outside to Martin. And a 3-point shot. In and out it goes. The basketball god said not that time. Darn it. Collier with a zip over to Hansbaugh for a 3. And that one won't fall either. It was on the far corner. Payne conducts the offense, hands it off to Edwards, who steps back, and he lost the ball again. Still comes up with it, though. He fumbled it for a second, and then gave it back to Martin for another 3, and he knocks it down that time. That was nice. I mean, that was sloppy from Justin Edwards, but that worked out pretty well. I mean, that could have been a lot worse. 88-85. And 9:35 left remaining in the fourth quarter, and that's where the clock will stop as Collier is fouled hard, attacking the basket. Look at Edwards. He nearly got his pocket picked and then still came up with the basketball and was just able to pass it over to the near corner. That was a nice knockdown shot. I need 2 rebounds from Grimes, and I need 2 points from Walker. So you didn't tell me that part, my friend. You didn't tell me that. You were just like, oh, I need 2 rebounds. I need 2 rebounds from Grimes. I didn't know you needed 2 points, though. What's going on? Tell me. 88-86. Tyrese Martin with 8 points, 3 for 6. He is shooting wise from the field, and he is 2 for 5 from downtown. I'm just playing with you, my guy. Just playing with you. Foul shot number 2 by the Jazz, and that's good as well. It's an 88-87 game. Sixers at Barlow, Walker, Edwards, Payne, and Martin. Martin, another catch and shoot 3. That time he's human, and it's rebounded by the Jazz once again. 9 minutes to go in the fourth quarter. Edwards tried to steal it, and before the pass was even thrown, there is a turnover called on Utah. There's now 9 minutes and 11 seconds left in this fourth quarter. Payne is going to inbound it for the Sixers. And he'll get it back from Tyrese Martin. So the Sixers are moving from right to left. Payne to Martin. Martin back to Payne, who's at the Toyota side. He crosses over a couple of times. 9 minutes left to go. Payne stops his dribble. Now has to pass it. Gives it over to Barlow. 5 seconds left on the shot clock. Barlow to Walker, and Walker gets it blocked and denied by the Jazz. And so here comes Sensabaugh, who throws it out of the lane, and we have a charge called on Bryce Sensabaugh. Cam Payne just took one right for the team, right to the stomach, and another possession for the 76ers. Damn, Walker, that was you. Damn. 88-87 with 8:40 left to go in quarter number 4. Martin dribbles with the left hand again. He'll pass it outside, and going for the ball and colliding with Payne is Isaiah Collier. The ball went on out of bounds. 8 minutes and 32 seconds to go. They will call a loose ball foul on Cam Payne, and Maxey steps back on in for Justin Edwards. Tyrese in this game. We'll get you his numbers in just a few seconds. But 76ers turned the ball over. Where did my thing go? Where did it go? Nope, that's not it. That's not it either, is it? Yes, it is. 14 turnovers by the Jazz, 12 for the 76ers. Here's another three-point shot by Utah, and they get the lead back 90-88. Blake Hinson with a 27-foot fadeaway jump shot. Maxey has 21 points. He's 6 for 17 from the field. Looks to give it up over to Lowry. Lowry back to Maxey, and his three-point shot from 27 feet. He bricks it. Offensive rebound by Walker, and he puts it back up and ties the game at 90 apiece. Excellent play by Jabari Walker. 20 points for the second night in a row for Jabari Walker. 5 rebounds, 2 apples as well. And the Jazz will get the lead back. It's now 92-90. That was Collier who made the driving layup. Maxey conducts the traffic for the Sixers. It's Lowry and Maxey having a game of catch. Tyrese with a bounce pass that goes to Tyrese Martin. One more to Walker, who buzzes his way downhill. The layup is a little bit off. He tried to hit him with a reverse layup, and it was just too soft that time. Walker is able to block Collier's shot, though, from behind. Isaiah Collier was able to go up with a layup. However, Walker got a hand on it, and he stayed with the play and was able to get it first with his elbow, and then he swatted it with his hand. That was an awkward block, but he got it nonetheless. 17 seconds left on the shot clock. The ball's inbounded by the Jazz, and it's Filipowski who's in foul trouble. He's been in foul trouble all night long. Still out there. Williams, far corner 3. No. Filipowski, offensive rebound. He's double-teamed. He zips it out to Bailey. His three-point shot. That won't go either. Sensabaugh gets the offensive board. Makes the 2. No foul was called. That was not an easy 2 that he knocked down. He had a lot of guys down low on him. 94-90. Maxey, floater, inside. Razzles and dazzles. Finger roll finish is good. You're going to need Tyrese Maxey to take on over in this game. And need him to be on his A game. 94-92. Martin looked to try to go for the ball, but he gets called for a foul. Sixers are going to take a timeout here. They say timeout on ESPN. Don't know if that means challenge by Nick Nurse. It looked like that was just a foul to me. But nonetheless, 6 minutes and 36 seconds to go here in the fourth quarter. And a TO taken by Nurse. 2 more subscribers till we get to the 8330 marker. If you have not subscribed, what are you waiting for? If that was a spoiler, no spoilers in the chat. I predict 9,000 subs by May, maybe middle of April. JJ's grinding and talent, calling any sport, is impeccable. Thank you so much. I feel like I haven't really been on my A game tonight, but again, we give it our all every single game. Had a lot of. I do have to understand that there were also circumstances leading up to this too. I mean, like, making the thumbnails, taking care of other stuff, Again, like, I have to remember that at the end of the day, like, we're covering a lot of sports. Maybe not as many as other people on YouTube, but it's still, like, a good amount. And I don't make spotting boards. I haven't made spotting boards in a little bit. And that's just because my prep has really been more about setting up my streams. And just making sure that from a production standpoint that everything is good. So it's been a little bit hard for me to just, take that extra time and just work on the broadcasting side. Plus, when you're doing this, the more important thing to focus on, too, is chat. Like, that's the other thing as well. But I don't know why I just babbled there and yapped about that. But long story short, I do appreciate the compliment, my friend. There's 2 points. Walker is soaking. To Ultimate Pro-Am Scouts, thank you so much for the sub over on YouTube. That was on Twitch. That was actually a follow. Yeah, over on Twitch. Thank you so much, man. I really appreciate that. I have to remember next time I gotta get my Twitch chat up and running on the YouTube's on the OBS side. You're doing great, unlike the Sixers, says Dr. Delay. Thank you so much, my guy. All right, it's time to play defense. Defense. 94 to 92, 6:25 left to go. Bailey with a baseline jump shot. That one won't fall. Walker gets the rebound for the Sixers. They're down by 2 points. It's Tyrese Maxey taking it up tempo for the Sixers. A double team comes. He has to throw it over to Walker. Walker at the 3-point line on the near corner. Dumps it back off over to Maxey. Parts the Red Sea. Goes down the lane. Can't make the layup though. And Filipowski is back for the Jazz and he gets his 10th rebound of the game. Boda denies Collier on the other side. Collier was looking to attack with a layup and Adem Bonus said no. 6 minutes to go. It looked like that Martin was going to go up for the block, and then Adem Bonus like, I got it. And he did. That was nice. The ball went out of bounds. 16 seconds are left on the shot clock. 6 minutes left to go in the fourth quarter. Don't forget to go subscribe to Dr. Delay. He's doing more World Baseball Classic games. You should definitely go check him out. He also does a lot of football content. And he covers the Pittsburgh Steelers, the Pittsburgh Penguins, the Pittsburgh Pirates, anything Pittsburgh. He does a great job at that. All right, Sixers got to play defense. George step back three-pointer over Maxey. Nothing but net. That was a nasty shot. Maxey played really good defense, and Keontae George just was able to hit that ISO, and it was nothing but net. Gosh, 97 to 92. That was a stab in the back. Maxey again has to pass it, gives it over to Walker as they double team Tyrese Maxey. Maxey has to zip it back to Walker. A near wing three this time. And that's his first miss of the second half. Bona, offensive rebound. And they're going to say that there's a foul on the Jazz. Bona, I thought, was fouled on the floor. And if that's on Filipowski, that is his fifth foul. George cannot stay open. He is a three-point monster. I thought that was good defense, my guy. I really did. With the way that thing was guarded, I don't think that was bad defense by Tyrese Maxey. That's just better offense. 97 to 92. Bona gets the inbound pass. They called a foul on the floor. That's the first foul by Utah in this fourth quarter. Maxey wants to get going. He drives it down the lane, passes it to Bona. Bona with a flush. It's back to a one-possession game. And by the way, that was the fourth foul on Conchar, who has no points in this game, so he has 4 personals. That was not on Filipowski. So both him and Conchar have 4 personal fouls today. George with a bounce pass, and that goes towards the near side. George waffed wide, open for a 3. That time he was open. That time he knocked it down. 194. 4 minutes and 43 seconds left to go in this fourth quarter. All right, so now we got to minimize this. Sixers are going to turn the ball over. 4 minutes and 35 seconds were left, and Maxey was in the backcourt, and the ball got swatted off of his left hand. Let's see. ESPN NBA scores. There we go. 194. It will be Jazz ball. 4.5 minutes to go in the fourth quarter. The ball gets knocked loose. It goes back into the backcourt, and it was last touched by Philadelphia. Kyle Filipowski in 18 minutes, 6 points, 10 rebounds. The reason why he's only played in 18 minutes is because he's been in a lot of foul trouble during this game. Bona is actually going to head on over to the bench as the Sixers are going to challenge this call. This is a challenge for Philadelphia. And we'll see if the call gets overturned here. There we go. No spoilers in the chat. Come on, Sixers. Now that's when you say wide open. Yep. Another 3. See, I told you. But they said that the first one was wide open. It was not wide open. That was clearly wide open. It ain't over, though. It's not done. 194. Sixers have 2 timeouts left if they lose this challenge. It is 9:40 p.m. Eastern time. And right after this, we got the WBC. I probably should start making the lineups right now while we're in this timeout, shouldn't I? It might be a little bit more time. It's all right. Got to get these scoreboards ready to rock and roll. All right, chat. Let's go. We're not done yet. The question is, what's the call going to be? What is the call going to be? The call's overturned. It'll be Sixer ball. Said that Filipowski lost it. And so, Sixers will get the ball back. That is great. That is good stuff. We got the Classic after this at 10 o'clock p.m. Eastern Time. And you can stay up or wake up with me early if you want to. We got another game at 5 a.m. Eastern Time. And that'll be fun. 100-94. Sixers will get to advance it. And Grimes will be the inbounder for the Philadelphia 76ers. One foul by Utah, so Grimes will inbound it over to Watford. It's Grimes, Watford, Walker, Bona, and Maxey. Watford has to pass it as he lost his dribble. Hands it off over to Bona. Another handoff that goes back to Grimes at the top of the key. Grimes over to Maxey. 8 seconds left in the shot clock. Are they going to double team him? That's the question. Maxey steps back. 3 seconds left in the shot clock. No one's moving. He has to give it over to Grimes. Grimes to Walker. A near corner 3. Off the mark it goes. Filipowski gets the rebound and an outlet swing that goes towards the near side. George at the 3-point line. and is just going to try to slow this game down. Man, it would have been really nice if Walker hit that shot. That was a big swing if he could have been able to knock that one down. George with a drive, and it looked like that the Sixers got a piece of it. Here comes Tyrese Maxey, the speed of lightning, not able to hit the layup the first time. Grimes on the follow-through. That's good. It's back to a 4-point game. Tyrese Maxey has been cold here in this second half. He is 7 for 20 in this game from the field. Here is another drive, and the shot is blocked by Tyrese Maxey. Watford fights for it on the ground against Bailey. He gets it. Maxey over to Grimes. Grimes throws it away. Darn it. Grimes was supposed to give it back to Maxey, who was right down the center of the lane in the dunker spot, and Maxey just could not catch that ball. It was a little bit high. George swings it outside. The ball gets knocked loose. The Jazz come back up with it, though. And Keontae's now trapped in the far corner. His three-point shot against Watford is no good. Walker gets the rebound. Sixers have it. 2:43 left to go. Maxey looking to go down the lane. Floaters up. Count it. It's good. A finish through traffic, and the Sixers are down by 2 points again. 2:30 left to go in the fourth. Stand strong, Sixers. The pass goes towards the near side. Bailey has it. 3 seconds left on the shot clock, and a near wing three is off the mark. Good defense by Watford. Walker gets the rebound, and the Sixers can tie with a 2 or take the lead with a 3. It's Maxey again, drawing contact, and he's fouled on the floor. And that stops the clock with exactly 2:05 left to be played. That's just the second foul by Utah in this fourth quarter. They've been very disciplined. Sixers have not been able to get a lot of penetration from contact. So it's 100-98, and this is a big time possession for the Sixers. 2 minutes left to go in the fourth quarter. Here's Watford. He's looking to pass it. He dumps it off over to Tyrese Maxey. 5 seconds left on the shot clock. Maxey step back. Logo three. No good. But Bona with the put-back jam. And we're tied at 100. Hadem Bona with 12 points, and that was an absolute firework. I didn't think he was going to get there. That was impressive because the rebound that he had was way over his head, and he got it on the fingertips. Maxey strips the ball again. The ball goes out of bounds. It'll be Sixers ball. 1:35 left to go. As Maxey just took a logo three, Adem Bona came flying out of nowhere, caught it with his fingertips. Even VJ Edgecombe over on the sideline was happy about that. Jazz get it back. Uh-oh, here they come. Filipowski over on the far wing, dumps it back off over to George, and another logo three, it's airballed. And Walker gets the rebound for the Sixers. Can they get the lead back? That's the question. They have not scored a field goal, Utah, over the last 3.5 minutes. It's Tyrese Maxey at the three-point line, goes back over to the logo, slows it down, 1:13 to go. He crosses over on the far side of the wing, spins, turns, and looks to dump it off, but it goes into a Jazz player's hand. On the drive, it's up, it's in by Isaiah Collier. That was a bad turnover by Maxey, and it couldn't have come at a worse time. 102-100, and a timeout taken by Nick Nurse. That's too bad. Ay, ay, ay. That is too bad. What was Maxey doing there? Did he lose it at first? I thought he was just looking to try to have eyes behind his back. Thought maybe that there was a player or a teammate there, but it was a blue shirt. Damn it. 102-100. Please do not go into OT. Please do not go into overtime. Please, please, please. All right. Let's start to make our lineups now. Let's do that. 102-100. I'm afraid that this is just going to be slowed down, and it's going to come all the way down to the end. And we're going to probably be at like 9:58. As soon as this game's done, I'm saying goodbye. Bro, this is intense. I only need one rebound from Grimes. Only need one, says Soaking. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Don't forget to do that if you have not done so already. Subscribing is free, by the way. Bonus should have played the entire fourth. He's got the passion tonight. He's been playing really well. I can't believe I'm saying that. Okay, Sixers will inbound it here. This is huge. Watford gives it over to Maxey. And so all eyes on Tyrese at the logo. A screen comes. Walker sets the pick for Tyrese Maxey. Maxey with another handoff that goes over to Grimes. Grimes almost lost the ball, takes it over towards the perimeter. What's he doing? No one's moving. Grimes wants to attack. He takes the layup. It's good. I don't know what the heck was going on. The offense was just standing still, but Quentin Grimes still made it anyways. 102 to 102. Here's a three by George. He airballed it. It goes out of bounds. Sixers get the ball. 34 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. And Maxey is going to pick it up at 3/4 court. We're tied at 102. Maxey at the logo. Filipowski is having a staring contest with Tyrese Maxey. Here comes a pick set by Grimes. Maxey looks to give it back to Quentin Grimes. Grimes with a floater downhill. And is there a foul? There is. 16.4 seconds left to go. And Grimes will try to give the Sixers the lead. And that is foul number 5 on Filipowski. All right, here's free throw number 1 by Grimes on the money. That was nice. 103 to 102. 15 points for Quentin Grimes. He's 1 for 2 from the line. Can he go 2 for 2 this trip around? Here's the foul shot. Bingo! 16.4 seconds left. The Jazz are going to inbound it. They won't take a timeout here, and they're just going to inbound it over to Collier. 13 seconds left. The shot clock's unplugged. Collier at the foul line. Looks to kick it out to Filipowski for a 3. No good. And the rebound goes to Walker. 3 seconds to go. Walker to Grimes, and a foul called. 2.5 seconds left to go. It'll be Sixers ball. They're going to have to... They are going to go to the line. And it looked like that the 76ers, it was Quentin Grimes that got the rebound, and he will go to the line to shoot a pair of foul shots. Let's go! First of all, I couldn't tell if they were in the bonus, but they're going to walk the floor. And Walker actually got fouled. They called it right before Grimes got fouled. And the first free throw is good. It's a 105-102 game. And this will seal the deal. Can Jabari Walker make this foul shot? Mo Bamba is going to come back on in for rebounding purposes for the Jazz. They want to get some height out there. Does Walker miss this? Nah, they still have 2 timeouts. 105-102. This is for a 2-possession lead. Can he make it? Yes, he does! Clutch. Timeout by Will Hardy. Let's go. Let's bleep and go, chat. 106-102. Drop the bells. Whatever you do, don't foul. Glad they won. The game ain't over, my friend. It ain't over. It still ain't done. 2.5 seconds left to go. 106-102. It's looking great, though, but it still ain't done. Come on, let's go. This game is insane. Just get the win. Do not foul on a 3. Do not foul on a 3-point attempt. 106 to 102. 2.5 seconds left. There's plenty of time for the Jazz to get a shot off here. The only thing that would hurt the Sixers, of course, is a 4-point play. Maxey with 25 points. Walker with 22. Grimes with 18. Bona with 12. And Tyrese Martin with 8. Jazz get to advance it here. They play defense. They win the Sixers. Collier looking to inbound it. Bona is guarding the inbound, and it goes over to George. The ball swatted away, and that's going to do it. The Sixers win. 106 to 102. Ring the bell, baby. Let's go.
Excellent.
We'll take the W. The Jazz are on a 7-game losing streak now, but the Sixers win by 4. I'll take them anyway as they come. W's in the chat. W's in the chat, baby. Let's go. Okay. All right, guys. I got to wrap it up. But you know what? I will just say this really quickly. I don't care how many men the 76ers did not have tonight. I don't care how many players the Jazz had tonight. I will tell you that Jabari Walker played well. Guys stepped up, and this was a gritty win for the Sixers. I will take it as a positive. You get blown out by 40 last night. Tyrese Maxey doesn't even have his best game. I mean, he's just getting blitzed every single possession. He really is. And the role players did step up. They did their job. 106-102 final score. Jabari Walker with 2 games in a row with 20-plus points. That is a big takeaway that I do have as a positive. As far as things go moving forward, I mean, you really can't take much stock out of this win. You really can't. This was just more of like a fun game. It actually felt more like an AAU tournament, and I mean that in like a very good way. Both teams looked like that they were sort of fighting for their lives out there, and that was pretty cool. All right, I'm done babbling. I got to get ready for the next game. That is the World Baseball Classic. We're doing the Chinese Taipei Australia game. I will see you all over there. All right, we got a redirect, so do not go anywhere, and I will see you very, very soon. Don't go anywhere. Be back in a little bit. Love you guys. Laila Tov, and have yourself a great rest of your night if you are not going to be there.